Hi everybody, Tom Warren here from Classroom Medics. Really sorry I can't be with you this afternoon. My wife's a nurse and basically she's brought home the dreaded norovirus, and within 12 hours it's knocked me, my wife and my baby daughter out. I won't get into details, but norovirus is not very nice and it's highly contagious. So on with the Unipreneur Challenge. Right, Gary sent me a list of things to talk about and experiences, what I thought about the guys that took part. So I'm going to go through those and then give you my decision. Before I do that, please excuse the mess. There we go, some dancing there. The mess behind me, that's Christmas presents and just general dumping ground from my office. So just please ignore that. If I put my hand there, there you go. No, I'll put it down. So, the idea, I gave my team the idea for an enterprise challenge for schools. We've been asked by a couple of schools to come up with some enterprise challenges, and we never really took it on before. But we decided to do one in March next year, and we said yes, but I had no idea how we were going to run it or what we were going to do. So I gave the idea to the guys that the enterprise challenge has to be related to sports, and in an enterprise challenge we have to use some basic business ideas, and we also have to use some maths, so the kids have to use maths, and then related to sport in some way. And this workshop, or this enterprise challenge for schools, was going to be aimed at years 6, which is last year of primary, so 10, 11-year-olds, and first year of secondary, year 7, which is 10, 11 and 12-year-olds. If you can hear me banging, I do apologise. New neighbours next door decided to decorate today, so let's just bear with me with the knocking. So we had some ideas, gave this basic premise to my team. So enterprise challenge, roughly up to 2 hours in duration, has to involve sport, has to involve maths, has to involve business in some way. So what came back, so basically the experience we had from my point of view, I'd give it as a first time because I'm a Unipreneur Challenge virgin. The experience, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. Partly because I was really busy in this period over the past couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to give it maximal attention like I normally would with projects. So fitting it all in was quite difficult, but now I know a bit more about how it would work and how you guys have worked before. I think I definitely want to do it again, and I pretty much have a pretty good idea of what the plan of action would be for the next Unipreneur Challenge. I pretty much give more guidance to the team. I know you have a written project outline for them, so this is the spec, this is what we're looking for, this is the problem, and then maybe a timeline for sort of work too, just like a real workplace. So doing the Unipreneur Challenge actually helped me implement some things in my business where all the projects we now have to have deadlines and a fixed pattern of events that have to happen in a project. So we have a start meeting, we have each member of the team has specifications, what they're part of the project, we have regular meetings every week or certain points on the timeline, and everyone knows what the deadline is, so they have to get the work finished by a certain point. So the Unipreneur Challenge has helped me to do that. So the first meeting I had with my team, I could see you all got on really well. You told me that you didn't know each other before the project, which is really good. So you've come into a project, met up, and you've worked together really well, which is really important for a workplace. You took on board the problem and immediately you started to ask questions and come up with some ideas, like would this work, do you think this would work, which was really great. And I think you went away thinking, okay, we've got some ideas we can work on and develop here. So yeah, I think that kind of first meeting was really good. You all had good ideas about what we were looking for, and we asked some right questions. Yeah, so I thought the first meeting was fine. Presentation, a little bit disappointed that there's only 2 of you there and not the third. I know it's difficult when you're working in a team to get all 3 people there, if everyone's committed to the project or not. It was a little difficult, so a little bit disappointed that all 3 of you weren't there, but that wasn't true because the 2 of you that came along, the ideas that you brought were both clearly presented, and I can see, wipe that off, it's finished, sorry. I can see that you took on the problem and thought about it and brought together an idea. You did both have 2 different ideas. So one of you had the idea for doing an advert, sports-related adverts. And the second one was more of a, what kind of sports project or development would you like to have built in your school? So the theme, the kind of general structure of the day was the same, which was great. You understood that the time frame involved, and you understood that the kids don't want to be sitting there doing maths and numbers all the time. You interlinked some sporting activities interspersed throughout the session, which was great. So you do a bit of work, and go over sporting activity, a bit more work, just another activity, a bit more sport, another activity. So it's really nice the way you structured it. So the two different ways were really great because it gives us the option to go to a school and then say, we've got this enterprise challenge where they can design an advert, or we've got this enterprise challenge where they can design something new for a school, which is really great because then it gives the school a bit of choice and a bit of control over what they want to do in a day, which is what schools like. The idea of bringing parents in as well to be involved in the day is brilliant. It gives us a great selling point to the school. So the school where it's going to be held, parents can come in. So I should just mention these. Even though we're working with primary school and first year secondary, it's all going to take place in secondary school. So you can effectively invite prospective parents into the school to come see the kids working with secondary school pupils, which is absolutely fantastic. Parents love it, teachers will love it. So that's something we're going to try and implement. But it can be, I think, maybe a little bit difficult because obviously not all parents will be able to come along in the day. They're either at work or because we go to a different school that they compared to what their kids go to. So the primary school kids will be going to a secondary, so that means that the primary school parents would have to come to a secondary school. That might be difficult to implement in travelling over to those places. But if we get 10 parents come along and then meet teachers and they're asking questions, give the school some contacts, that's great. What I would like to have seen would probably have been some example worksheets. I know that's maybe a little bit more work, I don't know how much time you wanted to put aside for this, but you talked about some worksheets they could have used and some giving them a budget for a project to build something at school. So maybe a little bit of research around that. Just a simple A4 sheet. This is the kind of worksheet the kids would have been using. That would be really useful for me to get an idea of how you thought the kids would work. There's no right or wrong way of doing that, but it would be great to see what you guys would have put together. Some kind of budget for them as well, so if you're going to build something or produce a project, you could have put together a draft kind of idea of budgets that you could have given the kids. That would have been useful. And you talked about a scoring system, how that would work. So for example, a scoring sheet, so I can understand a bit more about how the scoring system would have worked. Although it's quite plain and clear to see, it would have been good to have some kind of paperwork to back that up. So, overall, pretty good project, I think. So you came up with some great ideas, and the decision, right, to roll. Yes, I am going to ask you guys to come and look at bringing this project to life. I want you to implement it with me, which basically would involve setting up a mini project between you and me. Where you come into my office and we'd look at setting up a project to do those kind of things like the worksheet, the budget, and bring it to a primary school or secondary school and do one of our workshops already to kind of see how we work and what all the activities are. And then have you go away and try and put together a session, and then we'll take you to a school. And all of this kind of project, we'd look at paying you for it as well. So it would be something you do for free. We can sit down and say, look, we've got this amount of time. For this amount of time, we'll pay you X amount to come up with this project. And then, if that's successful, we'll look at taking it onto this school in March. So, depending on how it goes, you may have saved my bacon a little bit. But yeah, we want to take it to a school, test it out, see how it works, refine it, and take it into another school a bit later on. The prize, hopefully, I think if you're happy to come along and work on the project, I'm going to give you a prize of £125, and then hopefully if you can come and develop the project a little bit, you're going to get paid, so the rest of that money is going to come kind of top you up a little bit. So there we go. So I'm really, really pleased with the part, and that you guys came with a fantastic project. And you can come along and maybe work with me again in the future. Would I do it again? Yes, definitely. I would definitely do the challenge again. I know it's involved now. I can see how we can develop it further, how I can help students further in giving them more details, how I'd like to work with other students, so I can create a better experience for the next batch. So yeah, that's it. Good luck to everyone else, and I hope you all enjoyed the Unipreneur Challenge. I certainly did. It is an absolutely great opportunity for you guys. As an employer, if I see students that have taken part with extra activities at university, such as this, which is entrepreneurial, where you get out of your comfort zone, it's a big plus on your CV, and you shouldn't undersell it. So, any of you writing CVs for jobs, you need to include this bit of time on your CV, and all the skills and things that you've learned, or even start your own business. That's what you want to do. Don't go for a job. Start your own business and something, because that's what I've done. And although it's manic sometimes, it is an absolutely amazing experience. So, thank you very much. Good luck to everyone else. Apologies for looking like a dog's dinner, but that's just what happened. And good luck to everyone else, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Thanks. Bye.